Alright, good morning everybody. My name is Daddy. My channel is Learning How to Law, and I'm trying to teach you... Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. No, they didn't do it. Dang it. Okay, well, anyways, I'm trying to teach you that we all have rights, guaranteed to us since, well, a long time ago. But anyways, universal human rights guaranteed to us since 1948, and then depending on where you are in the world, you also have other rights guaranteed to you, and rights that protect you. Now, this is a follow-up video to the part 1 illegal detainment video that I made here the other day. Remember in the YouTube short, let me show you real quick, hold on. Alright, so here's what it would look like if you pulled it up, right? Okay. Our channel is Daddy Learning How to Law. What you're going to do is you're going to come down here to the shorts because that's where it was when I made it. I'm pretty sure I made it into a short. Let me find it for you. Actually, it's the one with 1.1 thousand views. Dang, you guys really like this video. Holy cow. Alright, I'm not gonna... I didn't leave a comment for you people, but thank you very much. But illegal detainment part 1, okay? I define it, and then... Yeah, shh, I know. Right? No, stop it. Hold on, 1 second. Okay, in the video, we go and we discuss the majority of our Idaho crimes list and then our Colorado crimes list. We discuss how it's a felony, and we discuss how we are basically protected, and we take the cease and desist letter that the company sent by FedEx, and I break it down piece by piece, and that's what the video is. Now the video short has at least three paragraphs. It's the last 3 paragraphs, and it's further confirmation that the company never had our consent and denied us all rights from our very get-go and throughout each of our 4 separate encounters with their company, the 2 to 3 encounters with their insurance agents, and their 2 sets of lawyers, right? This is very, very important because, again, they want to go and state that, oh, there was no illegal detainment, there was no nothing, right? Well, in the other video, hold on, I meant to show you the other one too. I gotta find it. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. God, I could not find it. Okay, so it's 3 minutes, 1 second. It's a short. What's needed for a crime, okay? In here, dang, 690 views. That's really good. I haven't checked my metrics at all this week. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. You've actually been watching this. Okay, let me go into this real quick because I want to show you, okay? So the actual video, we talk about actus reus, which is a criminal act, and then mens rea, criminal intent, okay? So the criminal act that we're talking about right now is, excuse me 1 second. Ooh, wow. Sorry, I had something stuck in my throat. I had to get some water here. But we're talking about illegal detainment right now, okay? Or false imprisonment. Either way you want to look at it, right? They're guilty of basically holding us against our will for a unlawful reason, okay? That's the very basic what they did. Why they did it, the criminal intent, right, is because, let me find the privacy policy for you real quick, right? Like, well, privacy policy, terms of use, photography policy all state that they, the corporate business, are going to steal from you and from me and from anyone else who enters their store, because not only are we going to farm all of the information that you give us, and that we're going to also farm the information you don't give us, and then we're going to also take your image and your likeness, and we're going to use that any way that we want, right? However we want. We will alter your image and your likeness and your brand, and we will make it ours, right? Because we have these 6 documents that our lawyers put in the policies that it states very clearly you have to read. Please be careful to read. Very important that you should read, right? Like, there's 6 legal documents that you're held to, right? Just because you walked into our store or because you clicked on this hyperlink to go into our website, right? Now, mind you, you're never given any of these policies. You have to actually go and find them yourself, but you have to do a lot of digging, because if you ask someone in store, they will blatantly deny you your rights, which they can't do. It's illegal. But again, we've discussed that in previous videos. And then, of course, there's the fact that, again, the criminal intent is the fact that we're farming your information. Your privacy policy states very clearly that we are profiling you, right? We take all the information that we can from your phones, from your tablets, from your computers, however you access our sites. We take everything that we can on there, right? I showed you how a third-party checker stated that this corporate business was trying to steal our information. I wonder if I have it here, hold on. But no, it's on this phone. Dang it, unfortunately. Okay, well, I can't show you because I haven't blurred it out. I haven't blurred out the corporate name, so that'll be for a later time. However, we have read through everything else, and these were effective as of 2023, up until the date that they violated our rights. And like I stated, when I read for you in their cease and desist letter, all of that very illegal and harassing cease and desist letter, they stated very clearly that, well, you guys are no longer allowed on any of our properties, right? You're not allowed to talk to any of our people for any reason, even though you have valid complaints and concerns. You're not allowed to talk to customer service. You're not allowed to talk to the insurance agents that you previously have claims with. You're not allowed to talk to the attorneys who you've previously spoken with, right? And now that we are a second set of attorneys, you're not even allowed to contact us. If you want to speak to us, you have to have your attorney contact us, which is going to cause you even more financial harm because, attorneys cost a lot of money, and we know this, and we know that you can't afford an attorney, right? Like the rest of the world, right? Like, let's face it, 1% of the world has attorneys on retainer, right? And the other part that's not willing to work on retainer, right? The ones who will work on contingency, they're going to take a massive chunk of any winnings that you get, right? So they are purposefully causing harm, intentional harm, to try and dissuade us, right? They're trying to coerce us to go away and to stop, which is illegal. You can't do that, right? I've already discussed how you're not allowed to mess with witnesses and jurors and blah, 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 right? And other crimes. Like I said, I have at least 30 felonies that we've got to discuss, everybody. So, illegal detainment. They are knowingly keeping us on premise so that way they can deny us everything in their privacy policy and photography policy and terms of use, because we have our rights. We have the right to opt out. It says so in all the policies. However, they want to deny us all those rights. They want to deny us the right to even look at the stuff, because not only are they hiding it in store, but they are very, very blatantly hiding it behind, it's policy. We don't hand out our information, blah, 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 right? Like, female manager illegally detained us, right? Because she didn't want to do her job. She had to go call someone else, right? She detained us so that she could go and have someone else double check. The attorney that I spoke with right before I walked into the store, who I cleared everything with, she called him, right? And she heard from him, no. So guess what she did? She came back out and she verbally trespassed while I was conducting a federally protected activity. Ooh, you can't do that. The group of people that came out with her to try and intimidate me, to try and menace me, no, you can't do that. Every single one of you gets in trouble for that. See, but that's illegal detainment. You should have just given me the policy, and then we would have discussed it, and then you would have seen you were in the wrong, and then you would have deleted my information and my wife's information right there on the spot, because it says so in the policy, and it's in all of our data privacy rights, federal and state privacy rights, universally protected privacy rights. Yeah, but the more you know, people, the better you can defend yourself and those you love. I apologize. I'm going to try and keep this under 10 minutes, but again, I've explained the criminal intent and the crime itself. Okay? They are stealing from us. Their privacy policy, photography policy, and terms of use all state that we are profiling you, which is illegal. We are selling that profile and all of the information on it to at least 16 different agencies, but because it's IES, that means that there's 2 of everything. So that means that those 16 are now 32 different companies, 4 of which are law enforcement. So if you've never had a run-in with the police, they now have all of your information against your will and against your knowledge, and they can use it however they want because, well, police are corrupt. We all know this, right? They literally extort and coerce people out of money illegally every single day. But that's just the bad ones. The good ones actually, they go around and help people. I grew up with a bunch of good ones. I know the good ones. I root for the good ones. I'm trying to get back home so we can go back to our good ones, right? Like, I have proof. We've got good ones in Colorado. The ones here in Idaho, no. Y'all need to be like, no. You need to refund the taxpayer money that you're taking. And then you need to quit, is basically, yeah, because you guys are committing felony after felony after. It's so bad. Oh, man. I've got so much proof for you guys. Please watch later videos. Please, 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 please. Last thing I want to say about illegal detainment just before we go, this happened every single time. Okay, so again, lady manager, she did it, and then she verbally trespassed us, and then male manager the next time around, he illegally detained us for, we were on premises for an hour and a half for the entire interaction against our will. We didn't want to be there, right? We have other things to do, okay, than to stand here and be accosted by customer service, by a public servant, right? Like, your job says customer service. You're supposed to provide service to the public. When we ask you for something, you're supposed to help us with that, because it is your job, and it is legally, we are legally entitled. We are legally in our right to ask you for your policies. Your policies state very clearly you are bound by our policy, that just by stepping foot in here and by letting us record you and by blah blah blah, right? We're giving up our image, our how we look, how we dress, right? Anything we say, because you're using these CCTVs up here to record everything about us, and you're going to now use that however you want. You're going to alter and edit and repurpose and redistribute however you want, now or in the future. Meaning, if you've thought of something now, you're going to do it, or if you can think of something in the future, you're going to do it. Oh, and let's not forget, we can sell all of this information that we've illegally profiled to our 32 different companies or more, right? Because it was 16 agencies, but it's IES, so it's at least 2 or more. So again, it's no less than 32, right? So 32 different companies now have our information and are selling it and sharing it however they want to make money and do whatever they want, right? Mind you, not everyone out there is honest, and not everyone out there is legal, and there are some perverts out there. So if you or your kids ever walked into this store with a bikini, right, just imagine what they're doing, because they can now alter and edit and use whatever AI software to have them do what they want, right? Yeah. It's not an extreme example. I literally watched on YouTube an ad pop by. It was a elderly guy. His wife passed away, and his kids are standing behind him, and they give him a photo, and the photo starts moving like it's a picture in Hogwarts, and it's his dead wife talking, "Oh honey, I love you, and don't be sad, blah blah blah," right? Like, it's nice, but now imagine, right, that same thing, but they're gonna take your bikini, you know, they're gonna take you and your bikini, and they're gonna go and plaster that all over and use it however they want. They can use it for training materials. They can use it for media and marketing, whether it's online or whether it's on TV or right? Like, they can do whatever they want with it, according to them. However, we do have the right to opt out, but we have to read about that. And how are we going to read about it when you guys keep it from us? So again, my name is Daddy. My channel is Learning How to Law. There's a lot that you guys have to catch up on. If this is the first video that you ever see on my channel, I apologize if it sounds like it's just one long rant. It's not. There's a lot. 30 different felonies, at least, we're going to discuss. We've already talked about 5 of them. Illegal detainment, identity theft, aggravated identity theft, conversion. We talked about Article 4 and Article 6 of the Constitution, right? And how violations of those are, those are civil rights violations. You can't do that, right? We talked about very briefly about 18 U.S. Code 242 and 241. So we'll talk more about that in future videos. But again, I thank you all for watching. This video was about illegal detainment part 2. Why you should not allow people to have your stuff. I guess touch up. Final. I'm going to use the last 2 minutes of my video. I used to work for banks. Just with the information on your identification card, they can go and they can open up financial accounts. Scammers can use your license number along with other personal information to open financial accounts in your name, such as bank accounts in your name, credit card accounts or loans. They can also create fake IDs, right? Like, that's just with the stuff that's on your driver's license. Now, in this profile, they state very blatantly in their policies that we collect all your financial information, and so do our third-party people, and we put it on the profile. Now imagine, they're selling this profile to other people, right? They state very blatantly that they take your IP address off of your phones, your computers, your tablets. They take your browsing history, your web history, your log history, basically from the time you turn on your computer to the time you, right? Because they have cookies and trackers and all this and all that implanted into your stuff, right? It's not just Our company, though, it's our 8 other friends and their companies. They have their trackers and key loggers and everything, right? Because they feel that they have that right. So again, oh, and if you happen to travel to or live in the states of Idaho, Washington State, Montana, or Canada, because they have multiple stores in all of these areas, then this specifically applies to you. See, so there's millions of people that this has been happening to because they've been doing this, according to my pictures, since 2016, right? So that's at least 9 years. September 2016, that's when they copyright stamped it. So again, if I show up and I catch this happening to us in 2025, the bare end of 2025, right? Like, I promise you people, it's been happening to you. I'm trying to make you all aware of it, because if it's happening to me or those that I love, right, it's happening to you or those that you love. I have proof. I'm just trying to share it with you. You all stay safe. Thank you for watching. I apologize for the rants, but this is probably going to be my last video on illegal detainment, and we will move on to something else now. So, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day, and yeah, stay safe out there.